Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Movies and Us. I'm TJ.
And I'm Marcus.
And this is the review show that reviews genre movies from the beginning sometimes. And today
we are
continuing on with...
I'm doing an echo thing. Keep going.
No.
Oh, yes.
Continuing on with our theme months. And we're currently in my second movie of the theme month, which is horror movies with ridiculous premises.
It's only been 2 episodes into your theme month.
Yes.
It feels like it's been 6 months, I swear to God.
It's only been 2.
Yes, it's torture.
Which was my intention. And today we are covering the 1989 release of Puppet Master.
Woo.
Puppet Master was directed by David Schmoller.
Yep.
Written by Kenneth J. Hall and Joseph...
Or maybe David Schmolier.
Schmolier?
Because he's from, I was just reading this. He's from somewhere. Mexico, I think it was. So I don't know how they would say it.
Well, Schmolier would be more French. So...
Maybe it was not. I was reading some. Oh, he's from Kentucky, Louisville. He was educated in Texas. That's what I was reading. So Kentucky, Louisville. That's kind of Frenchy, right?
Kentucky's Midwest Southern.
No, I know, but like historically, like
that's more Appalachian than anything else.
But like, you know, when they migrated over and shit like that.
I don't think it was French. I think it was more Kentucky. I think it was more Spanish, but I could be wrong.
You're probably right. I don't.
Anyway, this movie was written by Kenneth J. Hall and Joseph G.
Right there. Named after King Louis the something, XVI of France, Louisville was founded in 1778 by George Rogers Clark, making it one of the oldest cities west of the Appalachians, with the nearby falls of the Ohio.
Well, that's French, not...
That's what I was saying. I think his last name is probably more French then, because I feel like Kentucky, Louisville at least, this just sounds like very French history to it.
I mean, I guess.
Pennsylvania, though, there's all that German Quaker shit, so...
Well, yeah.
There's a lot of just nationality, well, white nationalities from this area. Just nationalities in general. So
the country was overrun by immigrants in the 1700s. What do you expect?
Sorry, natives. I'm not sorry. I'm black. I was brought here. TJ, sorry, natives.
I don't apologize for nothing. Anyway, look, I'm Irish. My people were discriminated against too.
Oh, God, this fucking white guy. We just had it just as bad as you guys. Jeez, get over it.
We were discriminated against too. Let's look at the history of Irish people that immigrated over to America.
Oh, speaking of racism, early Louisville was a major shipping port, and enslaved African Americans worked in a variety of associated trades. The city was often a point of escape for fugitive slaves to the north, and Indiana was a free state. Huh. Not once did they mention any fucking Irish people escaping, TJ.
It's because we weren't stupid enough to get enslaved.
Wow. After the tensions rose on August 6th, 1855, when Bloody Monday.
In reality, we were too drunk to be useful as slaves.
Huh. That's funny. I got part Irish in me, so I could laugh at that. Oh, man. History's interesting. I love history. March 9th, 1890. Here we go, TJ, for our stuff. March 27th, 1890. The city was devastated as its downtown nearly destroyed when what scientists now estimate was a F4 tornado. Of course, tore through as part of the middle Mississippi Valley tornado outbreak. Jesus Christ!
I'm pretty sure that's Tornado Valley on that
one. Yeah,
so.
It's estimated that between 74 and 120 people were killed, and 200 were injured. The damage cost the city $2.5 million, which is equal to $69 million in 2019. Why am I doing this?
I don't know. Are we done with history in us? Can I finish the name portion of this? Every time I read a name, you have something else to chime in with.
That was just the director, wasn't it? Oh my God.
No, I didn't get past the writers. Yeah,
I'm sorry. Why you did it to me, man?
I said the writer's name twice already.
Which wasn't fantastic. Who was it?
Kenneth J. Hall and Joseph G. Colati. This movie was produced by Hope Perello and Charles Band. It stars William Hickey, which is probably the biggest name in this movie, Paul Lamont, Irene Miracle, Jamie F. Skaggs, and all the rest of them except for one have no Wikipedia links.
That's pretty cool. I enjoyed that this is all people I never saw before in my life. So
Robin Freites, Matt Rowe, Catherine O'Reilly, Muse Small, who does have a link. Barbara Crampton also has a link, and I recognized her from somewhere, but I don't know from where.
Which character was that?
She was just the girl talking who was getting her fortune read at the carnival in the beginning.
Oh, Rihanna. She was in Reanimator.
Yeah, I never actually saw that movie. Why?
Because you make me sit through shit like this, and like you just ignore good movies. Like, what's wrong with you?
How am I supposed to know where are good movies if I never sold them before?
If you just talk to me, I'll tell you, bro.
But it's my theme month.
Yeah, like, hey, Marcus, what's a good movie that's...
But that ruins the point because we don't tell each other what we're watching.
Yeah, but, like, come on, man. Like, Jesus. She was in Chopping Mall? Ah.
I don't know what that is.
Again, pick better horror movies, TJ.
I don't know what we're talking about.
You never heard Chopping Mall?
This was an amazing movie.
It's a 1986 film, Chopping Mall. I'll read the description on IMDb real quick. So good. A group of young shopping mall employees stay behind for a late night party in one of the stores. When the mall goes on lockdown before they can get out, the robot security system malfunctions and goes on a killing spree. It's amazing. It's fucking amazing.
It's 1986 robots. It can't be that good.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing. Like, you know, there's that little robot from what's that popular kids show that's from Japan? People that fight in suits that fight big mechs and monsters.
Wait, say it again.
I wasn't. Power Rangers. Power Rangers.
Power Rangers. What?
There's a little robot guy in Power Rangers, right? I just sent you the shopping mall.
The only robot I know from is the guy from Short Circuit. Oh yeah, Alpha.
What the hell's Alpha?
Alpha. I think that's the robot from Power Rangers.
Oh, probably. Yeah, he probably says his name. The robots look like that, but on like wheels. That's really cool. You should watch that movie. It's really good. We should watch that instead.
You can pick that in your thing.
Nope. Lords of Salem. Have you seen that?
No. Alpha 5 is his name.
Alpha 5.
Yeah, I don't know where I saw her from, but she looked very familiar.
Rituals, Body Double, Santa Barbara, Love Thy Neighbor, Days of Our Lives. I feel like you watched that show.
What? Soap opera? No.
It seems like something you would wear. Trancers 2?
I don't know what that is.
Pulse Pounders. What's Pulse Pounders? In the sequel anthology, the film offers a transfer sequel written by words. Anyways, what are we doing?
I was trying to get through names, but you keep interrupting, so...
Because you keep picking bad movies, and I just named 2 movies she's in that are really good, that would have fit your theme.
This isn't a bad movie. You're just being stupid.
I think you just have your nostalgia goggles on. That pisses me off.
Not a bad movie at all.
We sat through so many movies, and the amount of times you defend current movies we review, like TJ 2 years ago doing this review, so you're going to trash most of these movies.
Not well enough. I don't trash good movies.
Fraternity Vacation. Heard of that one?
No. Barbara Crampton, David Boyd, Peter Franklin.
There's like 10 people on this. We haven't fucking gotten through it. That's funny. What?
David Boyd, Peter Franklin, Andrew Kimbrough, I think.
Kimbrough.
Yeah. There is also, it says one of the puppets was voiced by Michael Thomas Lade, but I don't remember any of the puppets talking.
Who the hell's Michael Thomas Lade?
I don't know. He doesn't have a link.
Oh, I see that. Well, it says feature puppets. Name the puppets, bro.
Blade, Jester, Pinhead, Tunneler, Leech Woman, Shredder Khan, and Genji. I don't know who Genji is.
Such original names. I love that. Leech Woman. Guys, this movie's so stupid, TJ.
That's why it's awesome.
It's I'm just thinking about the scenes I saw. I was like, God damn.
It's awesome. That's why.
Like, I don't want to review it yet, but like, God damn.
We're gonna do the behind the scenes first because there's like nothing to it. This movie was originally supposed to be released in theaters, but they decided to not put it in theaters because it'd be more profitable just directed video.
Yeah,
I will say. Well, so it was originally intended for summer '89 theatrical release, but they released it on home theater in September. But this movie got very popular.
Oh God, yeah.
So I think they might have been wrong.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'll say this. I may be talking a lot of shit on this review, but if you can hear this, I have a Puppet Master collection of DVDs. This 2-disc. It has 9 movies on it.
Yeah.
But have more if it came out. But this happens before they kept making more. So, yeah, this spawned off 14 more movies.
Well, I'll get into that right now because there's an actual legacy section to the Wikipedia.
If you just click on, I googled, Wikipedia, the whole. Oh yeah, it's right there. Yeah, the Puppet Master franchise one. Yeah.
If you Google, what was you gonna finish your?
No,
thing?
I scrolled down and saw the legacy thing. When you click on the Puppet Master film series, it just lists you all the movies and who was on them. Well, puppets showed up in each one.
So this movie spawned 5 sequels. Let me see here: 1, 2, 3, 4 prequels.
Yes.
And 2 spin-offs.
Yes.
As well as a crossover with Demonic Toys.
It's amazing, isn't it?
So you can say what you want about this movie or whatever, but people love it.
Oh yeah, well, like I think I told you off mic a while ago, a day or two ago, when we saw each other. The first 5 were under one studio, and those are like the better acclaimed,
Right.
reviewed ones. And then the prequels and the spin-offs came in after, and people weren't as fond, but they still made money probably.
I mean, but to go to that, this movie only has a 43% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Which is for this movie, that's not terrible.
And it has mixed reviews. So
yeah, of course.
It was more along the line, this is a garbage horror movie, but it's fine.
It's not fine.
It's fine for what it is. That's
No.
pretty much what people said.
Yeah, I mean, no, but yeah. No, but yeah. It's bad.
They actually released a Puppet Master video game within the last year. So,
Oh, shit. Well, what year?
2023.
There we go. I had to edit around that, make it sound like we're not dated.
So, yeah, so they're still making content off of it. So I don't know what to tell you.
Oh yeah, people like it. I get it. Every Halloween, people probably watch these movies. I get it.
But yeah, that's it for behind the scenes. There's nothing else. I can tell you that since this movie wasn't in theaters, but it did have a $400,000 budget. So take that for what it's worth.
Take that for it's worth, he says. So with $400,000, we're going to the 1989 box office. We've been here at least one time before, and that's because in the top 5 we have Look Who's Talking, which made $140 million. Lethal Weapon 2 at number 4 with $147 million. Dead Poets Society at number 3 with $173 million.
Is that the one with Robin Williams?
Yes, my captain.
I don't know if I actually saw it, but
Neither have I, but I'm cool. I don't need to see that. I saw what's that dumb one? Goodwill Hunting. Like
that's a good movie.
It's too long.
Every movie's too long.
Yeah, but it's like 2.5 hours. Like this movie should be like, I don't know, an hour 40 at best.
That's a good movie.
It's not that good. Just get to the goddamn point. It's like Clerks. Just get to the point.
You don't appreciate drama. That's all.
I love drama, but get to the goddamn point of the drama. I don't make it bloated.
You don't appreciate basic human drama.
And number 2, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade made $197 million. And
no longer the worst Indiana Jones ever made.
The Last Crusade's a good one. What are we talking about?
Yeah, but the other 2 that was around it,
yeah,
were better.
No.
Yes.
You're saying the Temple of Doom's better.
No.
Yeah, there we go.
I was thinking. I was thinking it was Temple of Doom. My apologies.
Do better, man. Don't. You put respect on Last Crusade.
Last Crusade's an amazing movie.
It's amazing. It's probably the best of the 3.
Yes, I love that movie.
Like they should have just stopped.
The first one is a classic, though.
Oh, the first one's amazing, but the fact that they made that one even just as good, if not better. Yeah, Sean Connery coming in, like, this is great.
Sean Connery may be even my favorite actor.
Oh yeah, R.I.P. Sean. And number 1, Batman made $400 million, but we don't care about the top 5.
We covered that one a long time ago.
Yes. Go back to the episode. What do you think it is?
I'm gonna say 13.
13. Yes, episode 13, Batman, 1989.
That was
right on the money.
Pure guess too.
What was before that? Do you remember?
What movie was before it?
It was before Batman.
I think it's Howard the Duck.
No, that was 2 before it.
So
that was 3 before it. I'm sorry.
So it's either Swamp Thing or Supergirl. Not Supergirl. Superman 4.
So it's Howard the Duck, Superman 4, then Swamp Thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Batman, yes. But yeah, we're doing 140 through 130.
Okay.
That's too many. Jesus Christ, that's too many.
That's 10.
Yeah, but like I gotta pull up them and make you play the guessing.
We always do 10.
Yeah, but I wasn't ready for it. Hold on, I gotta pull these up. 140 with $2.1 million. Scenes from the class struggle in Beverly Hills.
What?
Scenes from the class struggle in Beverly Hills.
Scenes or seeds?
SCENES. Scenes.
Scenes struggles from Beverly Hills.
Jesus, you so messed up. Let me just copy and paste it and show it to you. Scenes from the class struggles. There we go. And Beverly Hills.
Scenes from the class struggle of Beverly Hills? What kind of name is that?
It's a rated R movie. It's a 1989 movie. We expect, TJ. This stars Jacqueline Bisset.
So is Puppet Master.
Yeah, what kind of name is that if you don't know what the movie is? What the Puppet Master?
You can assume there's a puppet and a master.
Okay, then read the title of this movie I just sent you. What do you think it's about?
Scenes from... Hold on. Scenes from the class struggle in Beverly Hills. It's a story about, rich versus poor.
It's a comedy, TJ. It's a dark comedy, satire. When you think Beverly Hills, like what stereotypes do you think?
Rich people.
What do those people usually do?
What do you mean? What do they usually do?
The stereotypes of these people in the 80s, these rich what are they usually doing?
I don't know. Making movies?
Oh, my goodness. The widow's houseboy and the divorcee's chauffeur bet on which will bed the other's employer first. Sexual rom-com.
So it's a sex comedy.
Yeah.
How was I supposed to guess that?
Oh, there's tags to this. Gay character, gay interest. Killing a dog. This is fascinating. I kind of want to watch it. Cougar, satire comedy. Simulate a job. Wow.
I mean, that tag is going to get you Ghostbusters too, so.
That's true. Husband and wife cheating on each other. Wife aware of husband's cheating. Wife meets her husband's mistress. Husband aware of wife. I didn't know this was a thing in IMDb. Cuckolded husband. Oh my God, this is really cool. Mature woman, younger man, sex. Oh God, seductress. Class differences.
That was unfortunately a big genre in the 80s.
Yeah. Oh, guess what I'm going to do, TJ?
Go through tags.
No, I'm going to add this on my list.
Oh, well. I'm actually a little surprised it's not already on your list.
Honestly saying, after reading it, like, why is this not? I don't never hear of this. That's number one.
Because it's number 140 of a 1989 list.
That's right. I heard at least one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, 3. I've heard 3 of these movies. I am pretentious. At 139, we have a movie with $2.2 million called Sing.
Sing? That's it?
Sing. S-I-N-G.
That's about someone who wants to sing. It's about, it's an aspirational movie about how they always wanted to sing and they follow their dreams. And
probably the thing is this. It's just a teen film about an Italian punk forced to work with an innocent Jewish girl.
So it's Sing Street.
Probably. But Sing Street's better. At 138 with $2.3 million, a movie called Chocolat. Are you there?
I'm thinking.
Chocolates.
It's obviously chocolate.
Chocolates.
I just have no idea what it could be a reference to.
This is a drama, PG-13, hour 45. I can't say these people's names, so I go by. They're like French names.
I'm gonna say, for some reason, I'm leaning to like some kind of race kind of thing.
Ooh, keep going. Kind of, probably. Yeah, yes, but yes, keep going.
It's a drama. I'm gonna go. Some white person's in love with a black person, and they don't like it.
For the most part. A French woman returns to her childhood home in Cameroon, formerly a colonial outpost, where she's flooded by memories, particularly of Protier, her servant. So I'm guessing she had an interest or a romantic relationship with her black servant.
Oh. Yeah. So white girl and black guy.
Yep.
Typical fear-mongering in 80s about biracial.
Oh, no, I hope that's not true. I'm looking at the trailer, and she looks like she's like 10. Oh, maybe it's not sexual. Okay, maybe it's not sexual. Oh, maybe it's just him teaching her shit. It's not sexual. Anywho, and 137 with $2.403 million. We have Gone with the Wind, a 1989 re-release.
Don't know what that is.
Right, cool. At number 136 with $2.420 million, a movie called Farewell to the King.
Farewell to the King?
Farewell to the King. God, this sounds awesome.
That could be anything.
Well,
Jesus Christ. It's about a dying king.
Probably not. Hold on. Don't. I'm looking at the first few words and it does not sound right. This movie, it's a jungle adventure soldier, action adventure, drama, war, PG-13, 2 hours long. So
you just told me it's a war movie. What more does it need to be said?
What's it about, though? Nick Nolte and Nigel Havers?
Let's see, 1989, so it's Vietnam War.
Wrong.
Korean War?
Wrong.
Okay, then it's... You said jungle.
Yep.
Well, then I don't know.
Keep guessing. It's like only 4 more wars in history people care about.
Well, 1989 was... I don't think the Gulf War started yet. Nope. So I don't think it was the Gulf War.
Nope.
So World War II was in Europe.
World War II. Yeah,
was it... Where in World War II?
Japan, come on, man.
Japan, sure, they have forests, but it's not like massive jungle wars.
Same thing. Bornero, 1942, an American soldier escapes World War II and becomes the king of the headhunters in the jungle.
In Japan?
2 British soldiers are parachuted into the area to find local support for the battle against the Japanese.
It's not in Japan.
Looks like it.
That doesn't make sense.
Oh, God, why do I have to add all these movies to my f***ing list?
That doesn't make sense. There's no way to set in this Japan.
Why not? Maybe being racist.
I'm not being racist. I'm just thinking geography.
They have fucking shit there. We have fucking shit in our play. An American soldier who escapes the execution of his comrades by Japanese soldiers in Borneo during World War II becomes a leader.
Borneo?
Borneo.
Borneo.
Yeah, sure. During World War II becomes a leader of a personal empire among the headhunters in the war.
Borneo is not in Japan.
Told in the style of Joseph Conrad and Rudyard Kipling. The American is reluctant to rejoin the fight against the Japanese on the urging of a British commando team, but conducts a war of revenge when the Japanese attack his adopted people. So maybe they I don't know, it's World War II, so maybe the Japanese people are over on some other place.
That's what I'm thinking. It's got to be somewhere else. I don't think it's on the island of Japan.
Malaysia. They filmed it in Malaysia.
There you go.
Filmed it in Malaysia, Hawaii, Borneo.
Borneo.
It's all Japanese.
I know Japanese geography. I knew that it didn't sound right.
You fucking weeb.
I watched too many animes.
Nerd. At 135 with $2.777 million, we have Gleaming the Cube. Heard of that one?
Yeah, it's classic, don't you know?
Yeah, I love Gleaming the Cube.
About that guy that gleams cubes.
Okay, I'll help you with this one. This is a action drama mystery. Does that help?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's gross.
What?
It's right on my list.
Of course it is.
Oh, man, I feel gross. Oh, man.
You should feel gross.
Because it looks terrible. It's an hour 45. It looks terrible. It's got Christian Slater, Stephen Bauer, Richard Hurd, and other names I've never heard of. Oh, Tony Hawk's in it.
Oh,
that probably just spoiler alert.
what is it? Seriously, skateboarding?
A young avid skateboarder uncovers a conspiracy while investigating his adopted brother's mysterious death.
It was literally. I thought it was some guy named Tony Hawk, and you just thought it was a skateboarder.
No, I know who Tony Hawk is.
Yeah, I know, but in 1989, Tony Hawk was like what?
Young.
He was super young.
Yeah. And this movie looks like pure 80s bullshit. That's why it's on my list. I like nostalgia sometimes. Yeah.
Okay.
Fascinating. God, I hate myself. Let's Gleam in a Cube, everybody. Have you heard of this? Oh, no. Am I going to cry when I read this title? Oh, Jesus. At 134 of $2.948 million, The Adventures of Milo and Otis.
This is the one with the dog dies.
I think it dies. It's a dog. Okay, yeah, probably.
It's a dog and cat.
Yep.
I never actually saw it.
The adventures of a young cat and dog as they find themselves accidentally separated and each swept into the hazardous trek. I remember seeing this as a kid and loving it and crying all the time watching this fucking movie. So I think one of them must die. I remember it was like people doing voiceovers for the animals, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. It's one of those that 80s. Oh God, it looks so sad. Oh my God.
This wasn't mine. Mine was Homeward Bound.
That one, yeah, that too.
That was the one that I watched.
Oh man, I kind of want to watch this, but man, I don't want to cry. I'll either cry or be annoyed by the voice acting in it.
Probably. What was the other one? Homeward Bound. There was another one.
My dog Shiloh, whatever it's called. There's a lot of dogs dying in movies.
There's a lot of dogs, and then you also have the Disney Fox and the Hound one. That was super sad.
That is a good theme right there.
Yeah,
just crying to animal deaths.
Scar and childhood memories.
Yeah, just trying to break each other. Yeah, I cried. So what? At number 133 with Milo, by the way, made $2.948 million. That's a lot of money. Number 133 of $2.955 million. 976 EVIL.
976 Evil.
Yes.
So it's a horror movie.
Oh, wow. Now, with 976-evil, what's that supposed to mean to you?
It's supposed to mean something to me?
When you look at it, it's 976-EVIL.
Well, I'm not looking at it, so I don't know what you're talking about.
It's 3 letters dash 4 letters. Or numbers. What's that supposed to mean to you?
A phone number?
Yeah. People who dialed 976-evil receive supernatural powers to turn into satanic killers. When Spike dialed 976-evil, he knew it was an expensive toll call.
Spike was busy in 1989.
Yeah. But he didn't know that
he was
have to pay with
a vampire.
Fucking nerd.
From Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I am going to Google this movie real quick on my IMDb. I'm going to IMDb it real quick. And how much do you think it's going to be on my list already? Because it sounds amazing.
I'm actually going to say this one's not on your list.
And you would be wrong. God, I hate myself. God, I suck.
I gave you a little too much credit.
You did. Wow.
I will never give you too much credit again.
What's wrong with me?
I should never underestimate your pretentiousness.
Neither should I. At number 132 of 2.983, we have Fright Night Part 2.
Never heard of it.
God, why is it a paragraph? It's in a Fright Night sequel. Jesus Christ. 3 troubled years after the blood-soaked events of Fright Night and countless therapy sessions, Charlie Brewster comes to terms with a freakish incident that scarred his adolescence, and to convince himself that the undead creatures of the night were only figments of his imagination. Charlie severed ties with Peter Vincent, his former vampire-slaying companion. However, when alluringly mysterious actress Regine Dandridge probably, and her rowdy entourage of eccentrics set foot in town. Charlie's past only comes back with a vengeance. His story is history repeating itself. Fun fact, I did not care for the original Fright Night that much.
I don't know if I even seen the whole thing, to be honest with you.
It's perfectly a fine movie.
Isn't it just an anthology, though?
No.
Oh, it is.
You're probably thinking of Creepshow or something like that.
I'm thinking of Creepshow.
Yeah. Fright Night is just a vampire moves into town and terrorizes the kid and shit. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. But I like the 2011 remake more.
Oh,
it's called.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's probably a hot take for most people, but I just had to say because I enjoy that movie. But yeah. Where we at? TJ, what number are we on?
Fright Night 2.
At 132 with $3.07 million. We have a movie called Speed Zone.
Okay.
Speed Zone.
Racing movie.
Oh, it looks really cool. Let me see. Hold on. Copy, paste it into IMDb, and let's see if I have it on my list already. Whew, okay. When it loads, the little check mark that shows if it's a list or not takes a while to load. So I'm just like hold my breath. It's not on my list. It looks terrible. What are you guessing?
Racing movie.
I gotta add this on my list. Yeah. Despite the police preemptive strike, the legal coast-to-coast car race is still on with new drivers. It's a race where fair play, red lights, stop signs, police roadblocks, and traffic rules in general have no validity. It's a comedy-ish, it looks like. Yeah, comedy, action, motorsport. I love these kind of movies. It's got John Candy in it. Peter Boyle, Donna Dixon, John Candy, Matt Frewer, and people's faces you would know, but not names.
Oh, makes sense.
I love those kind of movies, CJ. Like, is that Eugene Levy?
Yes, Marcus. We all know you love the Fast and Furious series.
I like a car movie, man. I just love watching people just go across.
What's that one car movie where Nicolas Cage is stealing cars?
Drive? No, it's not Drive. Hold on.
Gone in 60 Seconds?
Yeah, I haven't seen that. It's a remake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Him and Angelina Jolie?
Yeah. That's a good one.
It's just like these kind of movies. I like them. That was always one of my themes, DJ. I was gonna pick Cannonball Run. I was gonna pick It's a Mad World, but it's like 2.5 hours. Like he's not gonna sit through that.
One, I don't know what either of those movies were.
Oh my god, watch movies.
And two, I sit through every movie you pick. That's how this works.
You know how many times when we first started, I was gonna pick movies that are like 10 hours long just to troll you.
Yeah, but then you learned your lesson.
No, because I still want to do that. But I was like, I'm not gonna make myself sit through that shit.
Exactly, because you have to do it too.
I was just lying about it.
There is no movie that I haven't sit completely through.
You slept through a lot of these movies.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
There was one or two that I missed like 10, 20 minutes out of.
Still a lot. The Mexican Monsters one you slept through.
Yeah, like I said, one or two.
That's a classic movie. You should go back and watch it.
I fell asleep at the mech part.
And at 1:30, the last movie on this list, Rude Awakening, which made $3.1 million. Rude
Action movie.
Awakening. What?
Action movie.
Have you seen it?
Nope. I just know by the name.
You think it's an action movie, huh?
Yep.
Let's scroll down. What have I told you? That's actually, hold on. It's actually not. The genre is comedy. Rated R.
Oh, then I don't know what it is.
Take a guess.
It's about a guy who thought one way and then now his life is another way.
You vague bitch. Probably. It's got Cheech Marin in it. Does that help?
Nope.
Do you know who Cheech Marin is?
Yes.
Okay. In the 1960s, two hippies go off into the jungle to evade the FBI. When they come back to New York in the 1980s, oh god, their fellow hippie friends have become rich yuppies. There's no Chong in this. There's no whatever his other guy's friend's name is. So
they don't have to do everything together.
Yeah, back then they were the thing. So you know what I'm saying. And especially when a movie says that two hippies go off in the jungle, so you expect them to Cheech and Chong. But anyways,
if it's Cheech and Chong, there's got to be like a weed element to it.
Yeah, that's what it said.
No, it sounded like they're avoiding like wars.
Oh, probably. Okay, two hippies go off into the jungle.
Yeah,
that sounds like shit to me.
It sounds like they're avoiding Vietnam or something.
Oh, I see what you did there. Let's scroll down for more. In the late 1962, hippies are forced to leave their friends as they are wanted by the FBI, who see them as criminals. They hide in the jungle for 20 years, including from the outside war. 1980s, they find out the secret war is about to start in the U.S. They decide to return to New York to tell someone about it. What they find when they return is that all of their fellow hippies have become rich yuppies, like everyone else, and that no one wants to save the world anymore. Oh yeah, no one ever wants to save the world. They just want to buy it.
What do you mean? They already bought it.
Tagline are the things: jungle, cannabis, FBI, yuppie friend. So yeah, weed. Anyways, back to you, TJ. I'm tired of talking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this movie sucks. It's a stupid movie. Hated it, TJ. Like, I thought Leprechaun wasn't bad, but I was sitting through this like, oh my god.
It's funny that you have that opinion.
This was so hard. Why is that for?
Because I kind of had the opposite problem.
This is better than Leprechaun?
Well, let's get into the review of this movie. I've seen this movie before.
So have I. I saw it when I was like,
me too.
child.
But I went into this not remembering any of the plot.
No. What plot is there? No, but not at all.
I just remember puppets killing people, right?
Same. And I remember as we was going, okay, I remember these characters doing this. I kind of remember some of this stuff.
But as I'm watching the first 2/3 of the movie, I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Yes.
I'm like entranced in this movie because I have no clue what's happening. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. There's like psychics and dreams and like,
you know what, and then why I say this movie's so bad, just because there's so much awesomeness that could have been from this movie. Like, I think this is a great concept of, okay, puppets doing whatever. Like, that's like the least fun part about this. Psychics in a mansion at a guy's death thing and they were probably invited there, like a whodunit kind of like, or they're trying to get the secret treasure. I want to watch that movie, TJ. And watch them use powers.
I'm watching this movie and like the puppets are not even in the movie.
No.
And I'm like, and don't get me wrong, the opening was really good too.
I hate the opening.
Why?
Just the thing of him running around. Like, okay, that bugged me. Like, no one sees this fucking puppet.
Yeah, that did go long. But the Nazis come in to get the sky.
Right.
Like, what? Like, why are they after this guy? What's going on? And then the movie just never answered any questions.
I kind of like that.
And then I'm watching this movie and there's this corpse that keeps moving around.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what is going on? And then the ending happened and the whole movie fell apart.
I slept through it the first time. I was like, okay, I'm just so tired, I can't get into it. I woke up and had to watch it again. Like, oh, okay.
So I was like I was falling asleep when I first started the movie, but then it just got so weird. I'm just watching because I can't remember what happened.
It's very weird.
And I'm like, what is this movie that I'm watching? And then when the reveal happens at the end, the whole movie falls apart, and I'm like, "Oh, this is stupid."
Yes, like there's puppets in the beginning, the first 5 minutes, and then they're gone for like 30 minutes, and then when you pop back up, killing people, it's like bad, like stupid, like this. Like, why are the puppets the worst part of this puppet movie? What's going on?
I didn't hate the puppets killing people. I mean, it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous, but I thought it was funny.
Highly ridiculous, but it wasn't the puppets killing. It's just that this movie highly leads their characters to be f***ing stupid and oblivious. And I guess it sets a tone in the beginning when people are just walking around ignoring this puppet. But I just couldn't get past that. And so by the time when the puppets are in the hotel room killing people one by one, it's like, how's no one either screaming or saying stuff? Or
I was thinking the same time. Why are they screaming? But then, like, the one guy was having sex and they were kind of screaming.
Okay, but once you see, there's a bitch on me, like a puppet weird thing. Help, puppet, help, something. Yeah. Not just, stop it. Like, make noise.
Yeah, I thought the same thing while watching it.
So, yeah, this movie definitely needs its audience to be.
Also, about, like, 30 minutes in, all of a sudden there was a breast. I was taken aback. Is this the first movie we watched that had nudity in it?
Probably. Hold on, because the 80s horror films all had titties in them.
Right, no, but
so
like I
had to think about that.
I was taken aback. I was like, oh right, these movies have nudity and shit. And I was so taken aback. I wasn't against it. I was just like surprised.
This might have been no. Howard the Duck had 2 titties in it.
They were duck titties. That didn't count.
Titties nonetheless, my friend.
But
other than that, keep going. I'm gonna have to get back.
Like just like pure nudity for nudity's sake.
Yeah. There's nudity. 2 characters who that's their thing.
Right. Like the one girl is like her psychic abilities sensing sex acts or something like that. It's
now that you're saying this, like the Aliens movies don't usually have nudity in them.
No,
my movies are pretentious bullshit. Maybe Mandy might have had a boob slip here or there, probably, but
I don't remember any.
No,
No, because I don't. Mandy was pure freaking
weird shit, but I don't.
Yeah,
there might
I
have
don't think-
been because there was a lot of blood in it.
But the girl gets killed off in the beginning of that
Yeah, but I don't know if
movie.
they like do anything to her or movies.
No, didn't they burn her at the stake or
They
some
burned her,
shit?
but I remember the guy being weird to her, so I don't know if he like revealed himself or had her reveal her to
I don't
him.
think so. I don't remember anything in that.
Neither do I. So, well, other
And
than that,
there was a sex scene in Black Swan, but there was no nudity.
no, I don't remember that. No.
You don't remember that
I would have
sex
remembered
scene?
the nudity.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's weird that we've gone this far.
Yeah, we've gone over 150 episodes without a nudity in a movie. That's impressive.
No, the superhero movies had nudity.
No.
Yeah, no, they wouldn't.
And like my first theme month, I picked all children's movies.
There was that one animated one. Maybe not. I remember it was like the Nazi lady, one of the Batman movies, with the Nazi lady who was like topless, but she might have like swastikas on her breast or something like that. I don't recall.
Yeah, there wasn't pure nudity though.
Huh, that's interesting.
And I was just so taken aback by the nudity in this movie. That's
The
what I was
good
like,
and the bad trilogy. All the westerns didn't have. No, the noirs. Wow.
no, I don't think so. And you would think there was nudity in westerns, right?
A Few Good Men? No.
No, that was pure. No. 310 to Yuma, I don't think there was any nudity.
No. And like I said, if there's any nudity in these movies, like very quick, whereas this one was like, hey, look, titties. So like, I'm surprised. We've run the gamut on movies.
Yeah, like I said, I was just so taken aback. That's how long it's been since we had it in this. It just threw me off.
Yeah, no, it did too. I was like, wait, oh yeah, 80s, 90s horror films.
Well, yeah, I was like, oh right, but it took me.
Deadpool.
But like, Deadpool.
There's a nudity in that because there's strip club,
and then the whole sex scene.
Yes, there we go.
There we go.
But even then, like, it's not like.
But that was more played up for jokes, though.
Yeah, but like, I guess that counts.
This was just sex for sex sake.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. This was what is the word I'm looking for? That is like obvious. It's like obvious. Gratuitous. Yeah, yes. Gratuitous nudity. That's what this was.
Yes. Oh, the teenage boys will like this, and yes, they did. But yeah, hit horror film. Yeah, that took us that long to think of something. Wow.
Yeah.
How'd we get there?
We were just talking about it. I've been thinking about it, so because I thought it was an interesting point.
And I was saying, like, yeah, this movie relies on its characters to be really stupid and oblivious to get this movie going.
Yeah, but to be fair to this movie, that was all horror movies in the 80s.
And I get that, but like my problem with that is like these characters they may be pretentious and assholes and egotistical and like the worst kind of people you don't want to ever be with. They're happy they're dying. But they're also psychics and like brain people. Like they're brain wizards. Be smarter than you are. Use your fucking words when you're about to get killed. If I'm crawling down a hallway getting chased by someone who's punching me to death, help! Anyone, help me.
To be fair, she put up more of a fight than
she put a great fight up. But that scene relied on her. Don't say
not
a word.
Asking for help.
Just grunt and moan. Not someone at the store. Please come help me.
And didn't the main guy in this?
Well, the long hair or
the guy that sees the future?
Yeah.
See her being dragged at one point.
Yes, he saw all the shit happening.
So, like, that didn't make any sense either.
No, it's like, come on, movie. Like, and I love the idea of this movie. Like, okay, psychics, people with different powers of brain shit coming to a place to get they're more quote unquote mourn their friend's death just to get money out of him or whatever they're trying to get out of this guy, and they're getting killed off one by one. It sounds like fun, and there's puppets in this too, killing people. This sounds like a great. While watching this, I was thinking to myself, I would love to read the original script of this movie, see how crazy and much potential was in it, because this sounds like a great concept, TJ.
I don't know if you would have found the original script any different, because I didn't read anything about any script changes.
I'm saying reading it in a sense of like reading the words and put it into my brain instead of watching the movie.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like reading it as a book. Like, oh man, this is fucking amazing.
So let me just give the plot summary real quick. In 1939, there is this old guy, Andre Toulon.
And this is before is that during or before World War II?
During World War II. Okay. Because the Nazis come and kill him.
Right. Duh.
Anyway, Andre Toulon has found an ancient Egyptian ritual that brings inanimate objects to life. And he has brought to life a few puppets. And for some reason, that makes the Nazis mad. And the Nazis are coming from him. So he hides the puppets. And he shoots himself before the Nazis can get him, and I guess they don't get the puppets. Then we cut to 50 years later.
And my guess on that is because like people always like to use Hitler as, I like magical shit. So maybe they're hunting him down because they want to use that for their advantage. He's like, go f*** yourselves.
I mean, his name's Andre Toulon, so I wouldn't be surprised if he was like a German guy or something who ran to America or something like that.
They don't tell us, but that's my headcanon.
No, yeah, you have to kind of put your own story in there.
Which I with that.
I mean, it's fine because it has no bearing on the plot, whatever. So, except for what we learn later.
Yeah.
So 50 years later, we're in present day, or in reality, 1989. These 5 psychic people they don't get, like, I guess they feel it.
Yes.
Because they don't get notes or anything. They feel they have to go to this hotel where their old partner was, and he's dead now.
Yes.
And his wife says it was expecting them to come, and then from there's a whole like we already talked about the corpse moving, and there's a bunch of weird shit happening.
Yes.
And then eventually the puppet kills almost all of them except for the main guy and the wife, and it's revealed that the dead guy wasn't actually dead. What?
But they explain it as like, okay, I don't mind that.
So here's the thing that I had a problem with when the end happened. What is his plan?
We don't know.
Because he keeps saying, I'm going to live forever, but I have to die first in order to live forever.
Like, is he siphoning his energy and souls from his friends and shit? Like, we don't know.
When he's trying to kill the main character in this, he's like, I have to kill you so you can live forever. So is he bringing everyone back to life?
I don't know. And I like that, TJ.
So, like, the whole plot doesn't make any sense. And he's like, yeah, I found this secret and of how to bring puppets back to life. How does that translate into bringing people back? Or why did you kill yourself in order to do this?
Yeah, why to all of this?
Right.
Why are the puppets still here? Why do we need these guys doing things?
Well, because he found the puppets, and I guess when you find the puppets for the first time, they, like, what's it called when they imprint on your soul or some shit, and he becomes, and because it's an Andre Toulon's journal, it says, since they're attuned to me, they're harmless, but if someone got their wrong hands, and since this guy's an evil guy, that means the puppets are evil. Which assumes that they have to do what he says, but the moment he's mean to the puppets, and the puppets turn on him.
Yeah, like, what?
The lore doesn't make sense.
It makes sense if they would explain it in the beginning instead of just showing us what they showed us. Because in the beginning, they're just helpful little puppets who are harmless, and maybe because the old guys like that, and they preyed on him like that.
Here's another thing I have a question of: if the puppets are harmless, why is one of them got a blade on his arm,
and the other one got a drill?
And why is the one woman spitting up leeches? Does she just animate leeches in her stomach? Right. Do they have to refill the leeches in?
Why are these puppets, I don't know, murderous? Like, what's going on? Why are they designed to do bad? Why is one punch people to death? What's going on?
Right. If they're harmless, why did you design them to be harmful?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
It's just bizarre. Again, great concepts, man.
It needed to be rewritten a couple of times, it feels like.
But I love the idea of it, though. Love the idea of it, TJ. Like, I was like, this is fucking great concept. Love this.
Yeah, it's a fine concept, but it looks like they took a bunch of different concepts and squished them together.
Yes.
And it was like, all right, now go together.
Yes. Like,
and then
it doesn't.
And then when the bad guy is mean to the puppets betray them and they murder them.
Yes.
And then the guy that was trying to kill the main character is trying to stop him for some reason. It's like, he just tried to kill you. Right. What?
Your quote unquote friends are dead. Let's go stop it, bro.
And then it's over. Then he dies, and the guy goes back to Yale because he's a professor at Yale. And then I guess the wife has magical powers because she brings like a stuffed dog back to life.
Which I thought, like, watching that, I was like, okay, maybe that's her gimmick the whole time. But like, because I was reading one of the descriptions, like, oh, one person does this, one person does that. He even describes it in here. I was like, if they would have focused on that the whole movie, that'd been great.
But she wasn't the one that brought the dog.
No, the other one is. You're right. I thought it was the other one's gimmick. You're right. I don't know. Yeah, weird shit.
This movie is weird, but does not answer any of your questions.
No, it presents all the questions and a great concept, but it's like, we're just doing something else. Like, no.
So,
give me something.
Like I said, this movie is a great watch up until the end where it falls apart.
It's not a great watch. This is bad because it's like, I'm praising it in the sense of I like the idea of it, but just watching what it is like, it's frustrating. It's frustrating as shit.
Like I said, I disagree because like I didn't know what was going on, so I'm watching this wondering what was going on, how they're going to tie all this up. So it was like, okay, I'm interested And then when they didn't do it, then it was like, oh, okay, this is just a bad movie.
Yes. Like,
so if you go into this without knowing nothing about it, I think it works.
100%. When I sat down, I took a shower, sat down, was getting myself together. And I was just getting myself together while watching it. I was noticing myself getting glued to it. It's like, where the is this movie going? First off, where do the puppets go? Second off, these characters suck, but kind of I'm curious where they're going to go with this thing. Like, what's going on, movie?
Yeah, exactly. When a movie can draw you in like that, you have to. It's got some quality to it. You know what I mean?
It does. Well, like you said, up until it doesn't, but it doesn't for me the whole time. I was just frustrated of people being oblivious and just not likable, and it's just like it was almost good. It was almost a good movie. So I see why people like this.
And maybe they fixed those problems. I don't remember in the sequels.
Oh, this makes me. I'm glad I have the movies in front of me because it makes me want to sit through at least the first thing. 5. Like, does it answer anything? I need to know.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like this thing. This thing has 1,000 sequels because maybe we get some answers to the 1,000 questions that I have.
I could easily sit down and just watch all these. Like, I just need to know because it was good. I mean, it must get better. The graphics in it are shockingly good too.
Oh yeah, surprisingly. I mean, but like obviously when the puppets move it feels like claymation.
But it was still blended well. Like there was never a scene where when the camera's just on the puppets, doesn't look like the puppets like in front of a green screen. Like it actually blends into the background.
Right.
Like, wow.
It looks like, and they did a good job that even though they were stilted, but they're puppets. Yes. They're supposed to be stilted. They still felt like they were alive.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And
so the special effects were pretty good.
So simple. For a 1989 low budget film, like they did really well with that. The rest of the movie is like, okay. But yeah, I was surprised.
And to be fair, the actors weren't that great.
No.
So it's like that's kind of hurt the movie a little bit because it's
I think that helped because A, there are actors I haven't seen before, and B, like I keep saying, the characters are terrible. I don't like the characters, so having bad actors for them makes it better for them. Like you're rooting for them to like suffer.
Yeah. I mean, I guess in that aspect of it, but like,
but you're not. This isn't like Academy Award-winning acting. You guys
no. This is like this feels like maybe someone's second or third role.
Yeah, this is like you get a bunch of friends to film a movie for the weekend. And this is what you get.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, I'm conflicted because there's a lot of dumb shit in this movie. Like the scene where the sex couple and the girl dies under the bed quietly, so the guy has no idea how she died. And then the puppet comes up on her and starts kissing on him, and he's like, "Oh, like that's clearly not her. It's a wooden puppet kissing on you."
Yeah, wooden.
Yeah, like how you not notice the difference in a human flesh in this? But the leeches coming out of her mouth were cool. Like, okay, this bitch is killed by leeches, so this is pretty cool.
That was gross.
So it's like a mixture of like I'm frustrated and angry, but logic, but the cool things in it are like just cool enough.
Yeah, this movie's definitely on rule of cool. Let's just do this and do this.
Yes, and it's like there's almost some greatness in this movie, and so like I get why it has the rating it has.
Yeah. But again, because it's such a simple movie and such a simple
is this concept? I don't think it's a simple concept at all.
As far as like horror slasher goes, you know what I mean? It's just like puppets killing people. Well, my point is, even with all that, there's not a lot to talk about.
And that's the sad part. So it says in the description, Puppet Master is a horror and sci-fi film. Psychics find themselves plotted against by a former colleague who committed suicide after discovering animated murderous puppets. Like that sounds awesome. Psychics plotted against by a former colleague. There should be like mind research shit going on. Like we should be seeing them doing like their magical shit, right?
I mean, to be fair, they're all like vision psychics.
But
like they just
use that to your advantage, right?
I mean, I think that's how the main character survives.
Yeah, but like, it would have been great to see all 4 or 5 of them use it in their own special way. That's all.
I mean, they kind of tried that, but
it just failed.
Yeah, like I said, this movie was good until it wasn't.
Yeah. Which is from the beginning, but also not.
Right. It's like, well, if you went in looking for answers at the end, then if you're okay with just being what was that, then you'll probably get something out of this movie.
This would be so good today. If this would be so good today, man. Like I'm really upset how bad this movie was. Like I'm conflicted because this to me is way more entertaining than Leprechaun, but it can't get higher than a 5, right?
But it's also Leprechaun
was just just safe,
was competent.
Yes,
this one took risks, a lot of risks, but they didn't nail them, though.
No, that's why I'm very conflicted. I want to give this a high grade, but also a very low grade.
Yeah, me too.
Like, that's a great fucking idea. I hate that they wasted it.
But they didn't waste it.
They didn't, but they did.
I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they got a whole freaking franchise out of it, so...
Oh, that in that sense, yes. It has, like I said, 15 sequels. So, like, bravo. Because clearly there's something here in this first one.
Right. And maybe they get it right in the future. Like, I seen most of the older ones, but I don't remember any of the plots. I just remember that one of them has aliens in it, and only because me and my uncle fought for years about them having aliens in it. So,
and that sounds terrible to me, but like, I want to see them. I want to see where this goes. But I don't want to put my time into it because I don't want to be disappointed.
I don't know. I think this is very much like Leprechaun, where the further it goes in, the more ridiculous it gets. So,
I mean, Nazis and puppets and psychics, like, that's ridiculous as it is.
Yeah, but like I said, there's one thing where they fight aliens. So
at that point, you're playing a bingo. We're the dinosaurs, that guys. We're the ninjas and the pirates. So I was like, I get it, but like...
So, like, I think it's a series that just keeps getting more and more ridiculous. And of course, the further in you get, the more puppets you get.
Which is great. Like, great. Like, I think I might sit down and watch more of these on my free time, or at least finish off this box set I have. My curiosity is piqued. Like, it is really... I might be the guy who, if someone brings up Puppet Master, like, have you seen Puppet Master 8, The Legacy? No, but have you seen Puppet Master 6? Curse of the Puppet Master? No. They have Puppet Master twice in the title. How about Puppet Master 5? Okay, no. Oh man, you stopped at Puppet Master 3, Talon's Revenge. We got more to watch, man. Like, I'm excited now to watch these movies, but also I hated this movie at the same time.
Well, I guess this movie did its job then.
Did it?
Yeah, it got you interested. You spent money on it.
I had this collection for a long time.
But I'm just saying though, like, if you watch this movie, they're like, oh, now you want more. We got you.
Yeah, like at the time this movie came out, if I was at the age of, like, in college age of being in a film, I would be like, I'm gonna put my studies on hold for making art movies and making one of these movies because this is amazing. Like, just Puppet Master 9, when the box set ends, it's called Axis of Evil. So I'm assuming there's got to be Nazi shit in that one. And like, I'm excited, man.
I have no idea. Probably.
Yeah, just crazy shit. Retro Puppet Master 7. Young Talon is taught the secret of life by the Egyptian sorcerer, but then becomes a target of an evil god. Sign me up. That sounds great. And the best thing about these movies, at least on this disc right now, the longest one is the one we just watched.
Oh yeah, these are short movies.
They got 82 minutes, 80 minutes, 72 minutes. Like,
they are definitely in and out,
as they should be.
Like, that's why it was able to hold my attention for as long as it did, because they kept throwing weird thing after weird thing after me, but it was done before I knew the movie was done. I was like, okay, yeah,
that's fascinating.
Yeah, I guess that's it though.
Yeah, it's a bad movie, but a bad movie kind of it's not worth your time. So like, you go, I don't know what to grade this movie, TJ. I'm truly conflicted. You go first.
It's a 5.
Really?
Yeah.
It's so high.
Yeah. But I don't think it's a worse movie than Leprechaun.
But it is. Like, here's my issue with this movie.
But Leprechaun was a safe movie, but there's enough good in this movie to counteract its bad, so you average it out, you get a 5.
What's the good in this movie, though?
Like I said, I was interested up until the end. So, like, I thought this was going to be there. Just because the end falls apart, you can't judge the whole movie on the end.
Yes, you can. We've had this argument before plenty of times, so you've been on that side. People care about the beginning and the ending of the movie. The middle is nothing. If you mess up one of those two, that's what people come out with. You said that so many times.
But, like, at the same time, that's when an ending destroys a movie. And like I said, the movie fell apart at the end. I didn't say it destroyed the movie.
It still falls apart, though, so it's got to suffer from that rating.
It was still cool seeing the puppets, all the puppets using all their things, killing the guy at the end. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's not like it wasn't like it just all of a sudden turned into a musical or some shit like that.
Oh, did it?
Or the guy says, "Haha, I'm going to kill you all," and then it just ends. You know what I mean? It wasn't abandoned. It just saying it just didn't do anything.
What were you studying from the ending to make it a better ending? Like, what were you looking forward to?
I honestly didn't have a clue, and that's why I was interested.
Yeah,
and And maybe there isn't a good answer to it. Maybe if they would have just kept just doing what they were doing, puppets kill people, and then they all die at the end, and then the puppets walk off in the sunset, that would have been a better answer.
Or maybe not. Like, I think the ending is suitable.
Yeah, I think at the end, I said it falls apart because it kind of answered all the questions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But like the questions weren't satisfying. The answers weren't satisfying.
Yeah.
So it was like, but up until that point, I was like glued to the TV. I was like, what is happening? So,
and then like that's why like that's the pause. Like Leprechaun's here. You took his gold. He wants to kill you, and he gave his gold back. Simple, safe movie. That's it. No questions asked. Just get the guy his gold back. That's it. Right? This is like, okay, puppets, ancient Egyptian gods, they're back to life, and now there's the psychics here doing shit. Why are they at this why is his body moving around? What the hell's going on? This guy's dead and he's not dead. What's like what? Like there's so much. This is such a high concept.
So that's why I said like the good and balances out the bad, and it's a 5.
Well, like this isn't a 5 for like Leprechaun's like they both can't be 5s. Just for me, because Leprechaun is like the 5 because it says a safe 5, or this is
an experimental 5s.
But like
this is a 5. This is an average 5. Like you take the sum of all the parts and average it out, it comes to a 5.
For you, yes. For me, no.
I mean, you don't need to take my score. I'm telling you why I came to why I came
I'm trying to talk my score out because, like, I can't judge it on the movie I want it to be. Like, the movie it's trying to be is, again, psychics have psychic battles while crazy little puppets go around killing each other and them. Like, that sounds fucking awesome. And we didn't get that awesome movie. We kind of got that, but, like, just the worst, not the worst version of that, but, like, a very subpar version of that. And that's where I'm like...
We got a first draft of that, is essentially.
And we did. And, like, god damn it, man.
And I think the second and third and fourth drafts are in the sequel.
You know, like, this should have been, like, a 10 out of 10. This should have been the movie, because just that concept of psychics battling for whatever prize they're trying to get while their old colleague is dead, but still f***ing with them, and they got puppets killing them, and not just puppets, but like weird puppets.
Another thing I thought was lacking.
Yeah,
I think there should have been a bigger cast, a bigger kill list.
I think just the gore in general should have been like. Well,
yeah, the gore was a little.
It was underwhelming.
Safe, yeah, but I think if they showed more deaths from the puppets, I think it was lacking in that area.
That's from like puppets killing people. Yes. And but at the same time, like yes, because as I was watching it, I'm like thinking like, why are these puppets killing people? Like, what are their motivations for this? And then, like you said, at the end, it kind of explains it. So I was like, but we should have had more of that kind of stuff then, right? We should have had more puppets.
But like it also felt like they had more puppets than they had people to kill.
Yes, but also
so they had to team up on them.
Yeah, which is fine, but there should have been more creative kills. Like, okay.
Right, but like they should have been like each puppet should have got their own kill, and then they team up on the last one, and kill him like they did. So I think that would have been better.
100%. You gave it a 5. I want to give it an 8 for the movie I saw in my head, but the movie I saw in real life is like a 2. So like I don't know what to do with this, TJ. An 8 and 2 together, a 10, which make it a 5. This is not a 5.
That's
my problem, man. Like,
that's how I came up with my score.
This isn't a 5 movie because, like, again, if I just judge it on what I saw, the promises it gave me, and the thing it served up, and like, this is a trash movie. I don't know what to give this one. It's just hard. Like, I really hated it. I really hated sitting through it. But I was like, great idea. This sucks, TJ. Like, the fact that it relied on its characters being so stupid and oblivious pissed me off. But it sets it up at the beginning, so you kind of have to be like, okay, Puppet runs through a whole hotel, and not one single soul sees it until they need to see it. Sure. And it's jumping on top of furniture and shit, running across the piano, and no one's batting an eye. And this puppet has got fucking blades for hands, and no one cares. Like,
Horror's got a horror, man.
It does. This is definitely that kind of movie. Like, well, it's got to keep it going. It's like, sure.
It's like every girl in a slasher running into the forest alone, you know?
Yes. Like, this is a 3 out of 10. This is a 3 out of 10. This is a bad movie. Is it 3? Is it a... This is hard, TJ. I hate this movie so much. Like, I hated Leprechaun more. I cannot say that enough. I hated Leprechaun more. I was so bored watching that fucking movie. And I had more enjoyment sitting out of this. So I don't know what to give this movie, TJ. I'm really stuck here. Like, if I had to be biased and like judge out the movie I saw in my head, 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10.
Well, Marcus, I can only tell you this. It's your score.
I know. And I'm not going to be satisfied with anything I give this fucking movie. And it's the first time this happened to me in 100 plus episodes.
And 3 weeks from now, you're going to come back and retroactively regrade
Most
it anyway.
likely, yeah. And that's why, like, I think I should give this a very low score. So I come back and I'm like, yeah, it's actually something bad. But it's not better. It's a bad movie. This is hard. God damn, TJ, this is hard. Like, this movie did a great job of making me want to watch other movies.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that it says, I just want to watch these movies, but, like, I know they're not going to be good. I'm curious.
They might be.
But odds of one of these being good are really high, right? Like, one, I might be like, man, that Puppet Master 5, whew.
Honestly, like I said, this feels like a first draft, and who knows? Maybe they figured out the formula, and the rest of them are fantastic.
100%, but also maybe they're worse than this. So, like,
I don't know. I remember a cowboy puppet with 4 guns in the sequel, so I don't know how that could be
like,
worse.
If I partook in drugs, I would really be so happy to watch more of these movies. Ah, man, I'm gonna give Puppet TJ. You gave it a 5.
I did.
This movie's not. The characters suck. The gore is okay at best. The logic in it is nowhere to be found. The things they gave us were terrible, but the things they promised us were great. I am stuck. What I got was a bad movie, and I have to judge it on that.
What you got is an inspiring bad movie.
Really is inspiring. Like, it makes me want to make a movie. It makes me, I want to take this idea and do stuff with it, because it's a great idea. Yeah, psychics who used to be a part of something, and they kind of hate each other, but they're all together to do the one thing, whether it's getting something from the guy who died or whatever, and then are chased around by fucking killer puppets. What? Also, there used to be Nazis involved with this shit. And Egyptian gods. What? Did someone read my diary from when I was 8 years old? What's going on? Like, this is amazing. I didn't think I would have so much to say about this movie. I'm gonna give Puppet Master, you gave it a 5, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give Puppet Master a 2.
Okay. I'm not gonna fight you on your score, not with this one.
I'm not looking for a fight. I just know how meaningless and pointless this is. Like, god damn it. Maybe it's a 3.
Look, I don't need to fight with you on this one. You're fighting yourself.
I'm really fighting myself. This is hard, TJ. This is fucking hard.
I mean, I could leave the rest of the podcast if you want. You could just have this.
No.
yourself.
I'm gonna get Puppet Master. It's such a fucking bad movie. It's so bad. It's so fucking bad. She's crawling down the hallway, TJ, getting beat up.
But apparently,
no one's helping her.
But apparently, it's stuck with
Because
you.
it's such a cool idea, and I feel like it's giving a disservice to a cool idea. But like, the execution is so. I fell asleep at the end of an hour and a 20-minute movie. That's sad. It's a 2 out of 10, I guess.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, it's a 2 out of 10. Trash ass movie, but goddamn, what a good idea.
Okay, are you sure?
No, I'm not sure, but say the saying so we can end this.
Now that we did it, it's done.